Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001 here again. Since I have a niece who's going to be turning 4 in December, I've been interested in little baby toys more often. And I'm looking at something that every child should like, bubble solution. Everyone loves bubbles, right? We got guns that shoot bubbles, we got fans that shoot bubbles. Look, they have some very nice glow-in-the-dark bubbles. And then there's something that I never heard of before. Scented bubbles. These smell like chocolate chips. Of course, don't leave the kids alone with the solution, because I'm pretty sure they try to drink it thinking it's chocolate milk. This one smells like oranges. This one smells like bubble gum. That seems kind of fitting. Bubbles that smell like bubble gum. Also, this is particularly of interest to me because I remember reading about this in Popular Science. They're called colored bubbles. I remember reading the article in Popular Science about a man who wanted to make colored bubbles where you would inflate them, like blow them like regular bubble solution, and they would stay colored. See? The problem is with that you can't just put colored dye in bubble soap, because then when you make bubbles, the colored dye will sink and become just a tiny dot on the bottom of the bubble. So he experimented for months and found a way to make the bubbles so that they would stay colored. I remember the article said that it wasn't quite perfect because the bubbles stained, and even when he invented a solution that was washable, it makes an awful mess that you have to clean up. So they were trying to make a kind of bubble solution that would stay colored, but then the color would naturally fade away with time. Apparently, they have not yet perfected the formula because these things specify they'll only be played with outdoors, and there's all kinds of instructions on the back about having to do the laundry right away and not to use it on certain surfaces. Although I kind of find this part hilarious. Do not use at weddings or indoors. Wouldn't that just be the most hilarious thing where you're at a wedding, you have the bride in her white dress, and then some kid comes in blowing a bunch of these bubbles, and all of a sudden she's got all kinds of pink polka dots on it. So yeah, all kinds of wonderful things that you can do with bubbles. I concentrated a lot on the colored bubbles because that was pretty interesting, but you also have machines that make thousands of bubbles, devices that make huge bubbles. Look at this. I think this is a football that you throw and it leaves a trail of bubbles behind itself. So many wonderful things you can do with bubbles. Alright, this is a question going out to all the people who are close to my age. That is, mid-20s, mid to upper 20s, maybe some of you have already reached 30. Which is cooler? A mini-made toy of the DeLorean from Back to the Future with swivel wheels and a tiny Emmett Brown? Or a mini-made version of Knightrider, that is Kit, with a tiny David Hasselhoff? Michael Knight. I find these both hilarious and awesome and adorable. And I'm just wondering, who thinks which is better? I like mini-mates. They make a lot of cool little things.